Hi, my name is Adriana, and today I will be doing the Meet the Community tag by Which Kitten Reads. Like I said, this tag was created by Which Kitten Reads, a new booktuber here on YouTube, and I will be sure to link her channel down below so you can go check her out. She's super funny, and she came up with this really cute creative tag, so she deserves a shout out for sure. So the first question of this tag is your name. Like I said, my name is Adriana. I go by Carbon Bonded Books here on YouTube because my last name is Carbon. So I don't know, just kind of cute, and I like my last name, so I use it for a lot of things. The next question is, where are you from? I'm from Central Washington State. So there's like Seattle on the left, and then Spokane or Spokane, depending on if you've been there before, and then like a desert in the middle, and I'm from the desert part in the middle. The next question is pets. I do have a dog. He has been in a couple of my videos as a little cameo. His name is Tripp. He's a golden retriever. Fun story about Tripp. He's actually the third golden retriever that I have, I guess, been around in my life. My parents had a golden retriever when I was born, and his name was Bear, and then we got another golden retriever when I was in like middle school, and me and my sister were coming up with a bunch of names like Max and Rover and Peanut and whatever else, like came up with a bunch of names. Then my dad was just like, nah, Bear. So when me and my boyfriend got this dog, I was like, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be like so funny if we like named him Bear again? But I don't know, it just seemed like kind of weird to have another dog named Bear, so we ended up naming him Tripp, as in like the third or triple, and it's been a very fitting name for him, so that's how we ended up with his name. The next question is most binge-worthy Netflix series. So to start off with, probably have to say Star Trek Voyager. I binged that show with my dad before binging was even a thing. We started watching reruns on Fox or whatever it was on in like the early 2000s. And then I was so into the show that my dad and I asked my mom to go on eBay and buy like the box sets of like the DVDs of every season. So we had seasons 1 through 7 all on DVD of Star Trek Voyager, and we would watch like a couple episodes a night. So like before I even knew what binging was, I was binging Star Trek Voyager, and I think rewatched it twice since that first initial watch with my dad. I've rewatched the DVDs again, and then I've binged it on Netflix actually, because it's on Netflix now, which is great. The other show that I have probably seen all the way through like close to 5 times, and was the first show I actually binged on Netflix, was Futurama. We had the Netflix app on our Wii, and Futurama was just like one of the few shows that was on Netflix Instant back in the day. And so yeah, I watched that entire show, and I watched it again and again and again. It's like one of those shows that I put on while I'm cooking, and I love almost every episode of that show. The next question is instant buy author. For me, this is definitely James Rowland's. Every single like thriller novel he comes out with, I immediately buy. I learned recently that he also puts out like a high fantasy novel every year. I don't know, I might have to try that out. High fantasy is not super my thing. I'm more kind of into like YA fantasy or like low fantasy, like not this super intense big world building kind of stuff, and that kind of seems to be where his fantasy lies, but I don't know, I'll have to try it and see what I think. So the next question is hobbies outside of reading. I like to say that I am a collector of hobbies. I have so many hobbies that like I hardly keep up with most of them, but I think probably my main hobbies, in the winter I love to ski. My boyfriend skis a lot, or I guess my boyfriend snowboards, and then a lot of my friends ski or snowboard, so it's something we can all kind of do together on a weekend in the winter. And then in the summer I love camping and I want to get more into hiking, but mainly I do a lot of dirt bike riding and trials bike competitions. So that's something I do with my family, and then the trials bikes, there's like a little regional club that we all compete together, and it's super fun. So yeah, those are kind of, oh, and I guess I also like to do nail art. Let's see how close I can get these, and if they focus, probably not. Oh yeah, see, it's so cute. They're kind of chipped, so don't pay attention to that. But yeah, no, I like doing nail art too. So, you know, like I said, a collector of hobbies, and I don't have time in the day to do all of them, but... Hey, so as I was editing this video, I realized that I forgot one of my hobbies. That's how bad I am at hobbies. I just keep collecting them and doing them, and then forget that I do them for like years. But anyways, one I just recently got back into is cross stitch. Unfortunately, I don't have anything around me, like a finished project that I can show you, but I can put in a picture up here and show you one of my finished projects that I'm super proud of and that I gave to one of my friends as a gift. I do what I can. A random fact about me. This one's kind of hard because like I'm a new booktuber, so most facts about me aren't that well known, but something that might be, I don't know if this is unique in the booktube world or not, but in college I was actually in a sorority. I was an Alpha Gamma Delta, and that was a really fun, weird time of my life to live in a house with 60 other women. But yeah, so I guess it's kind of a random fact about me. The next question is fave bookish swag. And I realized, like, I looked all through my house and couldn't really find anything, and then I looked through my childhood bedroom at my parents' house and couldn't really find anything. I don't really collect, like, bookish swag. I'm much more into, like, TV swag. So like I said before, I'm a really big Star Trek fan. So actually, me and my friend got each other these shirts. This one says, "You are the Kirk to my Spock." And then I got her one that says, "You are the Spock to my Kirk." We were roommates in college, and she was like very much like the outgoing personality, and I was definitely more kind of like introverted, just kind of like shy personality. So, and we both like super love Star Trek and nerdy stuff. So we got each other these shirts, and I love it, and it's so soft, and it's one of my favorite shirts to this day. The next one is one book or series that you love that doesn't get talked about. And I had an answer to this one, and I know I can't remember it. Shoot. Oh, okay. So like I kind of had like two answers to this one. So the first one is obviously like my James Rowland's obsession, the Sigma series. I love all of these books. They're so good. They're so good. And I mean, they're kind of like what I would almost call like dad lit. Like, I don't know, if, like spy thriller. I don't know if it's just because my dad reads them, but like spy thrillers and like historical based mysteries, like the Da Vinci Code and stuff, just reminds me of like stuff dads would read. But I'm super into this, and it's so much fun, and I love these books. And then the other one that I wanted to talk about was The Song of Achilles, which is the book that Madeline Miller wrote before Circe. So I feel like everybody read Circe, and like there was definitely a lot of like mixed reviews on Circe, and I wonder if like maybe that's why people didn't go back and read the Song of Achilles. But I actually read the Song of Achilles first, and I actually enjoyed it a lot more than Circe, so I'm kind of surprised that not more people like picked that one up and talked about it. But maybe it's just because I'm newer to booktube, and maybe it had its time in the sun a couple years ago, but I feel like that's one you don't really see on booktube that much. Yeah, I don't know. The next, or I guess the last question is favorite new booktubers. So my first one is Reading with Abby. I'll link her information down below. I think her and I have like fairly similar tastes in kind of like the kind of fantasy we like to read, and I don't know, I just started watching her and she seems like really fun, and I like watching her videos. And then the other one is Joel from Fictional Fates. I just discovered him on BookTube as well, and he had like a Bookstagram account that like got really big, so he already came to like BookTube with like kind of a larger following, so he already has kind of a larger following, so I imagine a lot of people have probably already seen him, but I just think he's so much fun to watch. Like he has a great personality, and I'm excited to keep watching his videos. And then I don't know if she even counts as like new anymore because she's been on BookTube for I think about a year now, but Megan from Megan's Reading Revelations, she was the BookTuber to ever like comment on one of my videos, and she's like the sweetest person. She's like a teacher, and it just seems like I wish I had had her as a teacher. She just seems like so much fun, and our reading styles are a little different. She's kind of more into like kind of the higher fantasy stuff, but I still like to watch her videos just because she's like really fun. So this video is a little bit of a mess. Hopefully I can not lose anybody from this kind of scatterbrained filming. But I promise the next video will probably be my review of Children of Vengeance and Virtue. So keep your eyes out for that. I am loving the book so far. And so I will catch you on the next one.